conferences, national and international, and has done very good collaborator research work. And he is also a professional member in various committees. So, and he got so many grants. So we welcome you, sir, for this today's webinar. And even some of our students will follow through YouTube also. So with this grand remarks, I request Srividya Madam to continue. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Entrepreneur development is the process of improving the skills and knowledge of entrepreneurs and enhancing, develop, manage, and organize a business venture by considering the risks involved in it. The focus of entrepreneur development is to increase the number of entrepreneurs. To build successful ventures, Vignan Pharmacy College has been organizing several entrepreneurial and skill development programs for budding, existing, and potential entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is much more than starting a business, which means being your own boss, converting ideas into revenue, or being socially responsible. Entrepreneurship is an attitude and it represents how you think and act. In this regard, I now invite Dr. Vincent Anthony Kumar, Professor and Head, Department of Information Technology, IAC President of PSNA College of Engineering, and a man behind the success of getting autonomous for a private institution ever in Tamil Nadu, Dr. Vincent Anthony Kumar, once again, to proceed with this session. Sir, you may please proceed the session.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Thank you for getting me for this session. I think, shall I share the screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I think I am opening my PPT. Is it visible, ma'am?
No, sir, not visible.
I think, oh yeah, yes, I will open it. Yeah. Is it visible, ma'am? No?
Yeah,
yes, sir. It is visible. You can please click slideshow, sir.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much, madam. I think Dr. P. Srinivasu Rao, sir, Principal of the esteemed institution, and Mr. A. Viswanath, sir, a Professor and President of IAC, and Mr. Sri Vidya, Madam, Department of SNH, and as well as the IAC in charge. And it's, I think, the great honor and the privilege to share with some of the thought what we are learning here through IAC and as well as the academician from the information technology. And here, I think the students has joined here. First of all, I think I can say, being academician, we start our career as academician and being a teacher, good teacher. And always we used to go for we use a chalk piece or we use a PPT to give the delivering the things to students. Then I think the faculty members should enter into the innovative process. So how do you teach the students in the digital area? So being IT, I think we have created some of the mobile application and as well as the lot of the animation video for the students. Suppose a particular concept is explained through the animation video so that students can learn. So each time, I think in academic process also we are involving or we are creating the innovations. So in this aspect, what the student should learn here. In a digital era, I think everything is changing it. That 15 years back, what I learned, to 20 years before, I think what I learned is entirely different. Previously, I used to go through only the book, only the textbook. When I was a student, the textbook was available. The journal, all the references or journal papers are available in the big universities like IITs and other things before internet era. So whenever we go for searching of some journal papers, some articles, we used to go to IEC Bangalore and we used to go to IIT Madras. We have to sit in the library and we have to write all the important notes, important things in the what the problems arrives in the computer science and electrical engineering or in information technology that we have to write. Then we don't have even the Xerox facilities, even the IIT Madras too, during the 1983, 84s and so on. At that time, after that, what happened? So that the digital era has come. So the innovation is taking place in the academic process. Teaching learning process is changing in this. So what we learn, so everything we can take in through the internet. We are introducing some internet concept. We are introducing some taking the Xerox facilities, and then we are having the PPTs, we are having the LCDs, and all the innovation is taking place in the teaching learning process too. Being a teacher, we are changing the things. We are teaching the new things to the student. So similarly, here, I think you can see this, the heading, the title itself, the entrepreneurship skill, attitude, and behavior development. So if we talk about the entrepreneurship skill, definitely there will be a skill set. What are the skill set that we are going to see about? We need innovation. Whatever the students while learning in the classroom, while in the teaching in the teachers teaching in the classroom, we require innovation. Even any people who is working for being a driver, being a conductor, being a service engineer, he require innovation. Everywhere we require innovation. So the innovation will take place into the next level, right? So in this aspect, I think just I'll share my PPT. So what is the entrepreneurship? The entrepreneurship nothing but the lot of skill set. I think you can see the PPT here. The lot of skill set you require. You may have you have to balance all your employees. We have to achieve the success. You can be happy, but a lot of problem will come. But you will be getting reward whenever you are a businessman. You will be getting after comfortable profit. You will be getting the.
It is in first slide only. It is not in a slideshow.
Yeah. Is it down now?
No, sir, not yet.
You are not seeing this?
It is visible, sir, but it is in PowerPoint mode only. It is not in a slideshow mode.
Is it now? Is it clear, madam?
Yes, sir. But even now it is not in a slideshow, sir. Click the slideshow, sir. I request Ms. Menaka Reddy to off your mic. I request Ms. Menaka Reddy to off your mic.
Yeah. Now you are able to see this, madam? Slideshow?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the entrepreneur. Now, I think we have discussed what are the difficulties for the entrepreneur. So being an entrepreneur, we require innovation. For any entrepreneur or any business people, any common being, any human being, everybody require innovation. So if you have innovation in your day-to-day life, definitely you will become a very good entrepreneur in our career. So an entrepreneur is a person who tries to meet needs of a customer through new ideas or ways of doing business and make a profit in return. So it's mean by new idea. So how will you get a new idea? If you be an innovator, if you have innovation, whatever the process I'm doing it, I should have the innovative idea to do the process in a short time, in a successful time, and I can give some benefit to the customer. So what the customer require that I need, or that I have to see. So entrepreneurship is a small businessman that we know already, a small petty shop owner, a pharmacist, a medical shop who is running the medical shop in the city, who is running a medical shop in a town, village town, he is an entrepreneur. A small petty shop owner is an entrepreneur. So all business people are become now an entrepreneur. So whether they are doing this routine business, they are doing the routine business, how they can entrepreneur converted into the entrepreneurship. That you'll see the difference between the, what is the difference between the entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur is an individual who's, suppose a merchant who is selling the food products is entrepreneur. Who is running a grocery shop is entrepreneur. So how systematically he can do this business and so that he can profit maybe improve. Then we can see about the customer through the new ideas. That is important. Customer through the new ideas, way of doing business and making profit in return. Right. What is my new idea? We can say new idea within entrepreneurship adds the value to a business can be be of many kinds, including the new product. So what may be new product? So here I think we have in the digital era. We have everybody, all customers having the mobile phone. Regularly, I think we used to see only the mobile phone. So with the use of mobile phone, how we can attract the customers? So here, the adding varieties in our business. Suppose a medical shop owner is doing a business and his turnover maybe a monthly income maybe around some 50 lakhs rupees. So if he add some more variety to his business, therefore he can turn over a little bit more, 10% increase or 20% increases. And similarly, the new services like a home delivery and credit services. What is maybe new services? I am having the medical shop near my town, right? So here I see my customer, what the customers are finding difficult, where the customers are finding difficult, how I can attract the customers. We can think like this way. So if you find the customer difficulty, we have to see the customer difficulty. Then we can see what we can help the customer so that our customer regularly come to our shop. So that is the thing. So we can see about the home delivery. Suppose the aged people, they maybe stay at some 1 kilometer distance with our medical shop and some pharmacy shop and other things. So what we can what we can see it out. So the aged people, they cannot come over here to buy a medicine and so on. At the time, we can have the creativity thinking of to attract customer. We can deliver the medicines. I think we can get the medicine, the prescription through WhatsApp, and we can deliver the medicines through the particular customer. So that what will become, our business will enter into the next level. The percentage of the turnover, the profit of the business will little bit improve. So this what we have to think. What are the varieties or what are the services, and the credit services maybe that's depending upon the business. The new marketing ideas. So we have what is maybe new marketing ideas. You think about the 10 years before, if you want to book a taxi from one place to other place, it's very difficult, very difficult. But now you can, in the digital era, using the Ola, I can book immediately. I can see how many the taxis are available near my phone or near my house, and we can say how many, what will be the cost of the traveling, and when I can reach that particular place. Everything will be available here. So the new marketing idea should be there. Therefore, the solution could be, so the Ola or the Uber are the solution provider for the transport facilities, transport. So we are just enjoying, we are the customer are enjoying with the transport facilities what we did in the previous 10 years before. And similarly, I want to book a ticket. Previous to what used to, I used to go to the railway station, I have to book a ticket and things. So what we can do it out, I can go to the Red Bus. If I want to book a travels, I go redbus.com. Just I go to redbus.com, I can book a ticket. So these three marketing ideas definitely attract the customers, and as well as the new cost reduction idea. The optimization should be there. What is maybe optimization? Whenever I am running a business, I have to optimize my cost. The optimize my cost means unnecessary cost has been reduced. So this may be how the expiry medicines could be reduced. How we can completely reduce the cost of the expiry medicine in the medical shop. That could be done by throwing the cost reduction ideas, and many more attractive ideas could be used here. So the entrepreneur goal is nothing but to create or capitalize on economic opportunities through innovation. That is very, very important. I think this is, we are running this webinar through Institution Innovation Council. So every institution should have innovation. Every institution, the MHRD, the Ministry of Education is insisting Innovation Council in all the institution, all academic institution. UGC also is telling same thing, and AICTE is also telling same thing. So the innovation should take place in the student mind. Whenever the innovation is taking place with the student mind, and they can think little bit broader, so that they can innovate while doing that in the normal life, real life, they can innovate some of the new product. We have a theme here at PSNA-CET. The last year we had a theme. The theme of the final year was the project to product. Project to product. That is our theme. The motto of the last year final year students. Project to product. What it means? A project. What is a project? Yes, 3 students or 4 students are doing a project for 6 months course. The last 8 semester, the students are doing a project. So how to convert a project to a product? So converting a project means just what the students are doing without the simulation and the software, that will be converted into the product through the incubation cell. So through the PSNA incubation cell, we have taken all the project, and we identify some of the project, and then this project will how many projects may be converted into the business model. It is suitable for business model. I think we'll see it later. It will be in the business model. Then we can convert into the product. So if you're giving a product, the product is successful, I think the students are able to do the product in the campus itself, then it will become a startup. Then startup become an entrepreneur. So that is the Ministry of Education goal. Therefore, so everywhere I require the students and as well as the faculty members, always in the teaching learning process, we require innovation. Student, the learning process, they need innovation. How to learn, not only the quick, smart, very fast, right? So this entrepreneur's goal is nothing but to create the capitalize on the new economic opportunities through the innovation by finding a new solution to the existing problem. So I think an entrepreneur may be having the new solution to the existing problem. Already we have a problem. We have some. We have the problems. We are giving to the customers. But if we create a small changes in the existing problem, therefore my customer is satisfied. From that, the profit is increased. My circulation is increased. My turnover is increased. I can the brand value of my particular shop is increased. In this way, we have to think. Or by connecting existing solution to the unmet needs of the new opportunity. Or the previous one is nothing but, see, this is nothing but you have to find a new solution to the existing problem. Existing problem, I think previously some people are require medicine. The old people require medicine. They used to ring to the medical shop and they'll say about what are the medicines they require. But now we can see some new solution or some new idea to get the prescription in through the WhatsApp digital format, and we can give the medicine to the customer in a satisfaction way. That way we can think. Similarly, we can think for anything. So by finding a new solution to the existing problem, or by connecting the existing solution to the unmet needs to the new opportunities. So what we have to see, what are the unmet needs, and it creates a new opportunities too. Next, I think I pass on to the entrepreneurship. So I think we talked about the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a business people, an individual. I think we can see the skill set also later. Next, we pass on to the entrepreneurship. I think Entrepreneurship is the process of developing a business plan, and launching and running a business using innovation to meet the customer needs and to make a profit. So everywhere I think we have to think. So every day I'm coming by college bus or I'm coming by private bus. In a real time, I can see a lot of people in between. While traveling, I can see a lot of people. And while attending my job, I'll meet a lot of people. We can think over it. So what is the problem? How we can rectify the problem? What are the customers? Suppose a passenger finding difficult. So how we rectify this problem? By doing some little bit innovation so that the customer will get happy. Everywhere. I think at home, the mother is making food for our son and daughters. But we can identify how the mother is finding difficult in the kitchen. So we can give some innovative solution so that she'll complete the job at time in the kitchen. So in this way, I think we have to think. Wherever the student community, this young generation, we can think in the innovation. So this is the entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a process of developing a business plan, launching and running a business using innovation to meet customer needs. That is the thing. What the customer requires. Agricultural, a farmer, what he requires. We have to go through. A student should go through, meet the agricultural. The student should go through, meet the layman. What their difficulty? What is their requirement? So from this, I think we can see the identify the problem. That is a problem identification is very, very important. Once the problem is identified, then we can enter the solving of problem. Solving a problem, we can go for design and analysis and complete the solution. We give the solution, right? So I think again, I'll tell you, the entrepreneurship is a process of developing a business plan. How many years I can do it out? This business is how many years? How investment I should make it out? And business plan, launching and running a business using the innovation to meet the customer needs to make a profit. Right. I will give a small example of who is the entrepreneur and who is the entrepreneur. Who is the entrepreneur and what is entrepreneurship? Ordinary vegetable seller. Vegetable seller, what he used to do? He used to purchase from the wholesale market and he used to sell it out in a particular place. So what happened while selling it particular place? He might have having the excess food, excess vegetables. So the next day, again the old vegetables, if he sells to the customer will not get happy. So what he can think? He can think more. So how do you reduce the wastage of the vegetables? So he can think and he can have a plan, and he can meet the customer in person, maybe in person, or through in the digital media. He can have a customer's WhatsApp ID or something else. He can get what the requirements of the customer. So what I think his business plan is nothing but establish a business plan. So for 100 houses, every day I think he collects the information, what they require, the maximum. So he purchase exactly what maybe the quality people or the particular village people for the 100 houses. He can purchase a particular foods and he can sell it out the same day itself. So the wastage won't be there. So the entrepreneurship is nothing but a process. So he can have some new idea like a home delivery. Directly he can sell it out he can just deliver that the home in the quarters or maybe in the small villages. So that what will happen? Sellers also, the vegetable seller also is earning profit, and as well as they'll be getting the customers also getting the good product. So this is the entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is a philosophy or process through which the entrepreneur seeks innovation and employment. So entrepreneur is a person, entrepreneurship is a process or philosophy, and enterprises is nothing but object. Right. This is the exact definition for the entrepreneurship. The creation of an innovative economic organization for the purpose of gain, growth under conditions of risk and
Excuse me, sir. Vincent,
yes,
sir.
yes,
Sir, is a first slide only, sir. It is not in a presentation mode. It is in a PowerPoint mode, sir. Please click F5 to we'll have a trial.
Yes, it's okay now. Is not clear? What happened?
No,
I think
no, sir.
I am pressing the F5 only. One second.
Elementa, sir, can you help, sir? Yes, sir. Elementa, sir.
Ma'am.
Can you help, sir? Sir.
No, madam.
Please help, sir.
You are able to see now, ma'am? Is it clear now? You're not able to see.
We can see, sir, but not in a presentation mode. It is in a PowerPoint mode only.
So I'll break and I'll come back.
Sir, write down. You have a cup symbol now, sir. You can please click that.
Good to see, man.
Yes, sir. Now it is okay, sir.
Now it's okay. Yeah, that's
Yes, sir.
I can use. Yeah, now you are able to see. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So I think I should not use the mouse, right? I think so. Okay. So the entrepreneur, entrepreneurship definitions, the exactly which is Coleman Foundation. I think the students, you can see the creation of an innovative economic organization for the purpose of gain or growth under conditions of risk and uncertainty. So here in the definition, you can see innovative, yeah, right. Then the growth under conditions of risk and uncertainty. So whenever you do a business, you may find risk. You may find some uncertainty. Definitely, while doing a business, it may not be always profitable. So at the time, how the leader should take place, how the entrepreneur is acting, that is very, very important, right? So the creation of an innovative economic organization for the purpose of gain, means profit or growth under conditions of risk. A very, very big question mark. So whenever our ancestors, they are doing they did a business, and the family people are the entrepreneur. So they maybe have a big shops at the town, big town. So they may sometimes find little bit risk about during the fluctuations of the commodity and other things also. So at the time, the leader should be very, very careful, the entrepreneur. The self-employment through the business ownership that include the significant elements of risk, control, and reward. This is a Coleman Foundation definition. Then the organizing a business venture, assuming a certain amount of risk to make a profit. So always we are thinking about the entrepreneur means a business. A business people, what will do? A business people always think about the profit, but it should be ethically. Right? Why become an entrepreneur? Why you want to become an entrepreneur? What is the need of entrepreneur? So if I am an employee, I am working in a college. I am employee. I'll be getting orders from the principal, and I'll be getting orders from my officials. I'll do my duty. So this is the employee cadre. So if a person, the engineering graduate, or any pharmacy student, you complete your degree, then you go and join a job. You go and join a job. Suppose if you join in maybe the service, the engineers, you join in IBM or Infosys or in CTS, wherever you go, there will be some leader will be there in a company. So the leader, team leader will give a task, right? Team leader will give a task. So the service engineer, he will complete the job and he will go off. But he is not involved with any other things if it is related to the company. His task is only what the team leader is giving out. The team leader of the particular domain. What he is giving out, that he has to complete the task. So that's all. But if you become I am talking about the employees, the difference between the employee and entrepreneur. A teacher is an employee. Teacher is an academician, is an employee of an institution. We should obey the orders from our higher authority superior. The vice chancellor, anonymous vice chancellor will issue the orders. Registrar will issue the orders. The dean academics will issues the order. We have to follow. The teacher should follow the rules. Similarly, all companies. But if you become an entrepreneur, the three primary reasons that people become entrepreneur and start their own business are nothing but he desire to be the own boss. So you are the boss for the company. If I am the owner for the hotel, I am the boss, I am the authority. We can decide what the customer requirement, accordingly we can work it out. If I am the having a shop, big mall near the town, the big town, city. So I am the boss for the particular mall. So we'll identify what the customer's requirement, and we'll get the feedback from the customer, and we can do a lot of work for the customer and we'll earn the profit. So the business is nothing but businessman is a boss of the particular company. Desire to pursue their own ideas. Say I was telling this. So the employee, he can do his work and he will complete his work, but he cannot implement his own ideas in the project or anything else. But business people, they can include their own ideas in the business. That is possible. Similarly, what will happen? Financial rewards. So how much I am working out, how much effort I am putting out, how much innovative idea to in the business, how many I am attracting the customers. So I may be giving some offer to the customers during the festival season. Lot of offers. The Flipkart are giving a offer. Amazon, they are giving the offer. So to attract the customer. Similarly, the city shop owners also giving some offer for the customers to attract the people during the festival season and so on. So here, the three primary reasons for that people become entrepreneur is nothing but, so I think that I am a boss. I can do my business in what I am thinking of, right? And I can implement their own business, own ideas to my business. And accordingly, how much I'll be using my idea to get a customer support, then the financial reward, that means profit, will be getting out. Right. The advantage. What are the advantages of the entrepreneurship to an individual? So what suppose all engineering graduates who complete a degree at an engineering college like IIT Madras or Anna University campus. So everybody is joined in some company with a good salary. Then these people will go and work there for the company, but they cannot create any job or they cannot do any business. Suppose 50% of the IIT students are start a startup or start a new business idea. So they can get some investment in the global ways and they can give some job to the neighbor and other people. That is a thing, right? So the advantage of entrepreneurship is nothing but a self-employment. This is I'm talking about the individual self-employment. So I am satisfied with my knowledge. I am joined there and I am working there. Then employment for near and dear. Suppose you have 5 students from IIT Madras, a computer science student, and mechanical engineering students, electrical students. 3 or 4, 5 guys joined together and they created a startup with the 1 crore rupees, and they created a startup and they started doing a business. What will happen? So surrounding their friend circle are near and there, they will be getting a job opportunities. They can give some 15%, the 15 to 20 employees, immediately they can give some job for the particular company. So the employment for the near and there, prolonged career for the next generations. Yeah, next generation. Freedom to use our own ideas, innovation and creativity. I think you can see the IIT Madras website. There is an incubation cell in IIT Madras and as well as the research park. And you can see that whatever the idea during the final year, whatever the idea is given, that will give, the professor will evaluate the process and they'll be giving into the innovation cell. That is, then if you enter into the innovation cell, they'll process it, that project, and it will come, it will go to the automatically the research park, and in the research park they will fund for the particular project. This is available now. The government of India is now, they are giving a lot of funds to the student project and as well as startup. So here, freedom to use the own ideas and innovation and creativity, unlimited income and higher retained income. Unlimited income, definitely. If my business goes well, definitely I'll be getting more income. Then independence. If I am an entrepreneur, I am a boss of my company, I am a boss of my showroom, maybe the car showroom or bike showroom, anything. I am a boss, so I'll be getting independence and as well as the satisfaction too. So what is the benefit for the nation? Suppose if I told you, from IIT Madras, Anna University, engineering college, some 50% of the students, they go for an employee, and 50% of the students, they enter to the business market. That means entrepreneur. That means they create a startup. Definitely, national revenue will go up. Is it right? National revenue will go up. So it provides a larger employment. Provides a larger employment. Results in wider distribution of wealth. Definitely, the wealth of the distribution will be there. Mobilize the local resources and skills and savings. Definitely, what you do, if you create a startup, 10 students are joined together, and if you start our own business, definitely the local resource we can create, we can mobilize some local people, and we can give some job offer to them, and we can, they improve their skill set, and as well as the savings also. Accelerate the pace of economic development and stimulate the innovation and efficiency. Then factors favoring the entrepreneurship, the growth and education of science and technology. Definitely, if you go to Bangalore and as well as the Hyderabad, definitely the lot of startup cells are taking place. In Bangalore, many of our students, the computer science students and IT students, after completing 2 years or 3 years, they created a startup, and they are startup with as 3 students or 4 students joined together, and they are working for the image processing project, attendance tracking project, and the security project. Many projects they are taking, and they are doing their business. So the development infrastructure and facilities will increase, financial assistance, training facilities, and protective and promotional policies, and it will take globalization. So right, next we pass on to what makes a successful entrepreneur. Then how we will be having a person urge for achievement. Then only we become a successful entrepreneur. I want to achieve something. I complete my degree. I complete my pharmacy degree. Then I want to achieve something later up within a 2 years time. I think we can fix a goal. 2 years time, what we can achieve. 5 years time, what we can achieve. 10 years time, what will become. We have to see. That's called a vision, mission. Mission is nothing but a short-term goal. Within a 2 years time, what knowledge, what skills that I have to improve. The next 2 years, then 3 years, my vision is nothing but starting a company related to the pharmaceutical, that we can think of. So this nothing but the urge for achievement, determination to win. It's nothing but a win-win strategy, win-win personality. What's maybe win-win personality? If anything happen, there will be always, if you take a risk, if I enter into the entrepreneurship, if we create a job, or if we enter into the business, definitely there will be a problem. There will be problem. There will be a risk. So we have to identify the problem, solve the problem, then it should enter into the win-win, and it should be a successful entrepreneur it should have a win-win personality. Willingness to moderate risk. It told moderate risk. Minimum risk. Definitely there will be a risk. Ability to identify and explore the opportunities. Analytical ability to take strategic and decision. Preserveness, flexibility, capacity to plan and organize. Like if you want to become an entrepreneur, you should have a capacity to plan and organize. Preparedness to undergo the physical and emotional stress. Definitely there will be stress. And a positive and self-concept. And future orientation. I told vision. What is my vision and mission? So future mission oriented. The vision should be in future orientation. And we should follow always, while doing a business, ethics and values. Then who can be entrepreneur? I told the entrepreneur with a moderate risk. Work hard and capitalize on opportunities. We should capitalize on opportunities. Opportunities will not come daily. Opportunity will come once how much you are trying. If you try with the task, the operation, definitely there will be opportunity. If you have to capitalize the opportunities, and who has some financial strength, and who feels the need of achievement, and who has desire for the responsibility, and who has the perception of the probability of success, and who gets the simulation of the feedback and other things. Right. Next, we pass on to the key elements of entrepreneur. So whenever I think, and from the beginning, I am telling that the entrepreneur should have a clear vision, and as well as the innovation. Everybody, not only the entrepreneur, everybody should have a clear innovative thought, innovative idea. Then we can do it. But business people, definitely, I think they cannot go by cyclic work. They cannot go by the cyclic work. So every day, if you rotate the same thing, the business won't be in the profit manner. Definitely, I think some of the components, they may be losing some the profit. The same loss will be occurring and regularly, and so on. Therefore, they should have an innovation. The key elements of entrepreneur is very, very important thing is innovation is first, then vision. We should have a clear idea. So after 10 years, how my business will be. If we start a business here, a small pharmaceutical unit, and I can use my idea, I can create a WhatsApp group, and I attract the customer, and we can deliver the medicines, all other components, and we can include the surgical items, and we can create some mobile applications over there. So we can have some more branch over there, franchise where maybe in some other places. So we should have a clear vision, ethics and values, then organizing skills. We have to, the entrepreneur, the leader should have a capability of organizing the skills, and definitely risk taking. We should have a compulsory while giving a new, while entering into the new idea, new business, definitely there will be a risk. The risk taking should be there. The need for achievement. We have to achieve the things. The characteristics of successful entrepreneur is nothing but the four primary characteristics. The passion for the business. The passion for the business. This is the first characteristic. If I don't have a passion, be entrepreneur, then I'll do the routine, but I cannot be an entrepreneur. I am not thinking a new innovative. I am not thinking to enter into the new process. I won't think beyond that. So I cannot be entrepreneur. So the passion for the business is the first characteristics. And the next is nothing but product customer focus. You can see passion for the business means that the first characteristic is shared by the successful partner. So I should have the passion typically stems from the entrepreneur beliefs. Entrepreneur should have a belief that I can do the success of the business, and positive, that business will positively influence the people's lives. So we should have a passion to enter into the business. The second one is nothing but product customer focus. So always when I'm doing a business, I have to see the customer needs, what the customers require, how I satisfy my customer. If customer is happy, my business will go little bit very positively, and I'll be getting a successful entrepreneur, right? And the third is nothing but tenacity of the despite of the failure. So we cannot during the risk. I think during the some problem happened, try to new, the failure rate is naturally high, little bit high. Suppose I am finding a new way to attract my customer. At that time, if I get failures, if I get some failures, that I should not afraid of this, right? That's it, naturally. A defining characteristic for successful entrepreneurship in the ability to persevere through this. Then execution intelligence. Execution intelligence means we can solid business idea into the viable business. Solid business idea into the viable business. We can take it up. The entrepreneurship basic elements are opportunity recognition, creation and all the innovations, and resource gathering, and the funding of the economic organizations, desiring the chance of gaining the accepting the risk and so on. Right. Next, we pass on to the type of business activity. I think we discuss about the entrepreneur and the entrepreneurship basic elements. Who wants to be entrepreneur and how I can do the business, right? Next, I think we have some 3 slides about the type of business activity. One is nothing but a manufacturing business. I may be making a product. I am a product maker. That may be the Ashok Leyland company, the truck, the product, they are manufacturing it. They are just manufacturing the product. The next one is trading a business. Trading a business means once the product has been manufactured, but these traders, they will get the manufacturing product from the manufacturing people, and they identify the customer and they'll be selling. Make take it out example of the cars. The car manufacturer, they'll be manufacturing the car, and then it will come to the showroom. So the trading business is nothing but that we can give the showroom, and they'll be identifying the customer and giving the attraction to the customer, and they'll be selling in the trading business. And service business is nothing but the services we are provided. Voila, the taxi is nothing but a service business. And as well as the Zomato is nothing but service business. Who they directly giving to the customer, right? So a manufacturer is nothing but the example of manufacturer. I think we can give a factory that produces the purified packaged drinking water. He is a manufacturer. So what he will do, he manufacturer, and he will give the product with a good quality of product to the customer. The trading business, I think I give an example of trading business. The example is nothing but pharmacy sells the medicines produced or manufactured by the different pharmaceutical company. So pharmacy is a trading. So pharmacy sells medicines under that. Pharmacy is nothing but a trading business. The third one is nothing but a service business. Service means the people who are doing for the need of the customer, what the requirement. Identify the customer requirement and we give a help to the customer. So nothing but service business. The next we pass on to the comparing the entrepreneur to the manager and leaders. So the entrepreneur is a business leader. The manager is nothing but who is managing a business, maybe the employee, a company. The leader who is more than the entrepreneur. Then if you are a leader, then it becomes an entrepreneur. We should have a team leader, no? We should have a team leader. So the entrepreneur innovates. Entrepreneur is innovates. We have to innovate, create, and finding the opportunities, ask how and when could be the business will be taken place, and makes it happen, whatever the thing we are thinking of, and builds the team. Right. So when entrepreneur innovates, but manager, he would innovate anything. What manager will do, whatever the team leader or entrepreneur, the business people, if they are giving something, manager will administrates. But here you see it out, the entrepreneur is creates. He creates a new thing, new idea. Through the innovation, he creates a new idea in a business. So the manager will maintain. The leaders who develop into the next category. I think entrepreneurs always seeks the opportunities. He will seize the opportunities where if the opportunities comes, he capitalizes the opportunities in right way, the entrepreneur. And here the manager will see the problem. What are the problem will occur in me during the business or during my routines, that will see it out. And here the entrepreneur will ask and how one. And here make it happens. So entrepreneur will become make it happens, and the manager does things right. So next we pass on to the attitude of the business entrepreneur. Attitude means attitude is the one's tendency to respond in a certain way towards certain idea or object, person or situation. So attitude is very, very, very important for anybody. If my attitude is good, if you go to the placement interview, if you meet HR, if you enter into the interview room and you are just opposite to the human resource, the HR people of a particular company, first they'll check it out how your attitude will be there, whether you are suitable for my company. They'll test the knowledge later. First they'll check with the attitude, how I am working out, whether you are if I recruit you, whether you will work in the company with the positive attitude, work for the company, that they'll check it out, right? So the attitude is one's tendency to respond in a certain way towards certain idea, object, person, or situation. An entrepreneur attitude affects the choice of action while running the business. Definitely, while running the business. The difference between the attitude of an entrepreneur of an employee. See, this is the attitude of the employee. So belief in self. So entrepreneur should believe himself. And an entrepreneur is the boss. Entrepreneur is doing everything. Employee, he won't do. He will take comments from the boss. Employee take comments from the boss. But entrepreneur, he should take all his. He has to. He has to believe himself. Otherwise, he will lose his hopes. The entrepreneur starts a new business. A few people who might support them. Only the 20% will support them. Oh, what you are doing? Why you started and much more investing much more amount and starting this business. And few people might support, but many people they will be giving the opposite remark or the bad remark, right? But an employee is managed by his boss and who helps him and support always. Ordinary employee is working in IBM, is managed by his boss. So he will give commands, he will give the works. So whenever he starts his work, and he will encourage to do it. And after completion, he will give the award to the particular employee. But here in entrepreneurship, it's not making there. You are the boss. So you should identify, and nobody is there supporting, and no encouragement, no manager or boss to encourage or support when the things difficult happen. An entrepreneur believes in self so that they can confidently face any challenges and become a successful. And if he believes in self, then only he become face the challenges. But here in employee, what he'll do, he or she is giving a training and support to understand how to do the work and what to do when things get difficulty. So if you find any difficulty, the employees report to the boss. So the boss will identify what the issues is happen, and he will give a solution, and they will ask to do it out. So this way, this belief attitude of the entrepreneur, belief in self. The next one is attitude of the entrepreneur is a customer focus. So I have to add the values of the customer. My customer is very, very, very important for my business. So customer satisfaction is important. So we see whenever you go for any hotel, I think they'll be getting a feedback. They'll be getting a feedback, or they'll be getting a rating for a particular customer. For what? To improve our business. What is the difficulty for a customer? We identify and we can give get the feedback from the customer, and we improve the business. So customer focus is nothing but responsible for ensure that the business they are doing adds value to the customer. But here, an employee delivers on the goals set by the company. A company will have a different goals. The companies have a different goals. So all the problems has been simplified, and they'll be giving the particular employee will solve only the particular problem. But he won't talk about the target, what will be the target and goal. He won't think about the goal and the target of things. So the responsibility of delivering the good quality of product or service to the customer is the most important part of the entrepreneurship. So here, the entrepreneur should take a responsibility for giving a good product. But here, not all employees of a company work towards serving the needs for the customer directly. Only they do that particular task. Whatever the task they are doing, a small product, small component will not directly involve to the customer directly. An entrepreneur is also responsible for running his or her business ethically, following the rules and regulations. But they may not have any direct responsibility towards the company what they are doing. The employee, they are not doing with the towards related to the customer. Right. Third attitude is nothing but decision making and responsibility. So the entrepreneur, the boss will take all decision. Entrepreneur decide the kind of work they will do and how they will do. So the entrepreneur, boss will decide everything, how they do and how we can work, how we can complete the job in particular. But here the manager, the employee, the manager or boss makes the decision for the all employees. They themselves make the decision and work towards the completing the task. Here the employees decide how they want to do that work, but what they are doing and how they are much time doing. So everything is decided by the boss, not the employee. But here everything is decided by the all decision is taken care by the entrepreneur, means a businessman, business people. And believe that environment can change. The entrepreneur usually work in the unknown environment. What do you mean by unknown environment? Suppose I start a business and I see it out, the customer requirement is little bit different, which is not available in the particular area. So just after getting the feedback from the customer, then I'll try to innovate. I try to do a new business. If I enter into the new business, I may get profit or it may lead to loss also. So this is usually the entrepreneur will usually work on the unknown environment. Unknown environments means they'll take a risk for a new things, do the new things. But sometimes they may not be getting out, and where they do not know what will happen after they start something. An employee's job is focused internally and not usually affected by the outside environment. Employees not worry at all. They won't see about the what the outside environment. They'll do only the job. Therefore, it is important for the entrepreneur to remain positive and believe that the market environment can change. So here, if the market environment change, then they have to go in the positive way and believe. Therefore, it's a belief in change is not necessary for an employee to get work done. So how does an entrepreneur think while running the business? So while doing a business, how the entrepreneur will think? So he has to think in the positive way. He has to think in the innovative way. How to improve my business? How to get the profit about this? How to reduce the cost? How to reduce the wastage cost? Everything they have to think about. Can he think like an entrepreneur? So here they have to see the problem of entrepreneur. What's the problem of entrepreneur? Whatever the problem is involved. If the problem is involved, if you identify the problem successfully, that's called recently Anna University or the university syllabus, they included a new topic. It's called a problem solving and design thinking. So the students should know, students should identify by this age what is the problem, how to solve the problem. What is it? If we identify the problem, then we can see that try to give the solution for the problem. Without knowing the problem, how do you find the solution for the business? It's not possible at all. Therefore, everywhere, suppose I am doing a project. I am doing a machine learning project. If I do a machine learning project, identification of the vehicles in the road. If I have my image processing tools, right? If how many trucks are going, how many buses are going, how many two-wheelers are going, how many cars are going. So if I use the same camera to capture all the vehicles, automatically it will capture how many trucks. So suppose a particular minute, some 3 trucks are going out. Particular minute, some 5 cars are moving out. 2 buses are going out. 3 scooters are going out. So I can identify all the things. Then we take the problem and where the traffic jam is taking place, then we can try to give the solution for the problem in a traffic. In particular city, the huge city, how the problem is analyzed, how the problem is identified, then the problem, find a solution for the problem, and we are analyzing the problem and give the solution for it, right? So in this aspect, problem solving. A problem solving is the process of thinking through which entrepreneur can come up with a many solution to improve the business. Very, very, very important for the current student scenario, this generation. Everybody thinking about it, how to solve a problem. Then we have once the problem is solved, then everything gets over. We'll be getting a solution, right? So the process starts with the first recognizing what are the problems are. What the problems are. So in this process, I think we have to identify the problem. Why the problem is happening? Why the particular customer is not liking the particular product? How to improve the things? So we have to identify the problem first. Once the problems are known, there are many ways in which an entrepreneur can think of solving them. An entrepreneur may face many problems or challenges. Is that ability to solve the problems too special? I told you as a small example in how to reduce the traffic scenario, how to manage the traffic in a particular huge city during the peak hours. So we can see that by analyzing, identifying the problem, by analyzing it, then we can give a solution for it. Then questions while starting. Suppose the entrepreneur will have a questions while starting and running a new business. First, I should have an idea. I told you, here, project to product. First, project, prototype. For that, I need an idea. First, while running a new business, I need an idea. What is my business idea be? How do I know that this business will work? Business idea. So here, I think the maximum all the students who is having the reliable technology with the hand, all engineering graduates and as well as the pharmacy students, definitely you will have a lot of scope in the future. A lot of business, the government of India, they are providing a lot of fund. There is a website called DBIT. If you want to start a business, we can approach. The small scale industries also available in all our towns. But apart from this, the government of India and as well as the industry sector, IT industry sector, NASCAM is providing a lot of startups, funding startups here. If we have an idea, then first next what will become? How to generate a money. How to generate a money. How much money should be raised to the startup business. So here, if we have idea, if we go to the NASCAM and submit a proposal, there will be angel investor will be there. If your idea is clear and if they identify you are capable of doing the business, then the angel investors will give the money to start a business. So the government India is doing a lot of the schemes and the startup cells and giving the lot of funding for the business, especially for our students. Acquiring the material, from where to get the material, this and later on, manufacturing and the pricing, what price you can fix it out, right? And then how I'll be getting selling a market. So before start a business, we have to think all the things. Suppose I start a new petrol bunk. I'm having some money. I wish to start a new petrol bunk. But that the petrol pump, I don't have any place to create that facilities there. I'll go to the remote village and I'll establish a petrol pump in the remote village. There is no national highways, there is no state highways, only the few vehicles passes through that road. Then how my business will grow? Definitely nobody will come to the petrol pump in the remote village. And definitely there will be huge loss for that. So we have to identify the surveys, identify the survey, where to start a business, when to start a business, how to start a business. These are all the survey should complete the things, right? Then accounting, standing out and growing the business it will be. Question often asked, but are not the most important. What can I do? What business should I start? Can I get a grant? I think similar questions. What business will earn a lot of money? What about e-commerce? I think nowadays, I think everybody is working on the e-commerce. So even the pharmacy, I think a lot of online pharmacy business is going to take place, I suppose. So the lot of opportunities were available. You can create a mobile application and we can, sorry. Yes. Sorry. So what about the e-commerce and other things? Question often not asked, but should be. Am I an entrepreneur? Is there any market for a particular company? So here, what we did last year, I think we created the 3 mobile applications from the student side. 3 applications for the market purpose, we created a student side. And that mobile application has been launched through our innovation cell. And many of the customer in the Dindigul around, the Madurai people, they liked the particular mobile application. They are trying to use it out. So being a final year students, they created a mobile application and they start a new business. And they are doing, after completion of the degree, these 3 students are doing a business with this mobile application and as well as the web development for the Madurai and the Dindigul locality people. And now I think that previously they invested 3 lakhs rupees. Now they are earning some 20% profit. And now they are investing it more than some 10 lakhs rupees and they are doing a business, a small venture, a small startup from the Madurai and Dindigul. So this is what we have to think, right? Then I think I'll go a little bit quick. This, I think 345. This is myth. So the entrepreneur become a businessman, always get rich quick. Always, immediately, we should have a huge profit. We think about the huge profit. But truth is, life is an entrepreneur is not about the money. Success rarely happens overnight, and it's about what you want to in your life. So all businessmen is not very successful, and they are not successful in a particular day, but they may rich, but not with the quick. And you must be born an entrepreneur. Some of the most successful entrepreneurs are mostly unlikely born as entrepreneur. They create a business. I think recently the Uber vehicle, the transport, the web mobile application for the services, transport services, and as well as the Ola are all the new entrepreneur. They are not born entrepreneur. They are all the college, engineering college students. They created a mobile app and they converted it to the business. Even the Facebook is created by the a new young entrepreneur. You must be at the right place at the right time. And I'll have all this free time. I think just we'll pass on to this like that. Always, I think while seeing out, it will be easy. You have to have a great idea, but your idea must be good and your idea must be doable. So first we have to see our idea. Then that idea should be converted into the product. Is it doable? And the idea must be wanted or needed. Whether it's liked by the customer. That is very, very important. So suppose I created a mobile application. I compelled all the customer to buy it or download it. Nobody will buy. Nobody will do. But we want to see take a survey. I have a great idea, but great idea should help the customer. That's the thing. Your idea must be priced right. And it takes a lot of money. Definitely it takes a lot of money for the things. So entrepreneur behavior development, how the behavior development will be there. Behavior development means the culture of the entrepreneurship, how it will create. So the creativity and innovation will be there first. Imagination is more important than the knowledge. So the creative process, how the creative process will come, planning and definition, the focus on building the right product, and design and demonstration of the customer support, and focus on building the product right. So if the create a product, that product should give the helpful to the customer for society. So I am creating a product for the region of the South India. Suppose I will take a South India nearby Madurai and other area. If the product will be helpful for the particular region, they'll like it. If not, if we give the same product which may not be suitable for the other North India somewhere, but the people definitely they won't like it. So we have to see it out, building the product in the right place and the right way. The customer requirement and the product solution is a technology is the product, and we have to pay. So the first we have to see customer requirement and you have to see the product solution. Is it right? We have to identify the customer requirement. Then we have to create product. But instead of doing out, since I have a technology and I'll do the product, and you have to, if you search for the, since I am having the product and find a customer, it is not a right process, right? So we have to see the, identify the customer requirement. Always, being a young age, all entrepreneurs have an innovative idea. I think you can hear a lot of YouTube channels are available and the Telegram groups were available for the entrepreneurship and startup sales activity. IEC Bangalore, they are having the MSME. IEC Bangalore, they are having the MSME cell and they are funding for students. If you have any idea, you submit your proposal to the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and your idea is viable and it's good, they will give a funding to the particular student project to convert into the product. That is important. It is not easy to convert into a product. A small problem, small idea can be converted to the product, and the commercialization is also a little bit tough. Creating entrepreneurial communities. So I think we have to do some, the development should be taken place by people and informal organizations to join the and formal institution. So formal institution means IIT. So formal institution means who is supporting the entrepreneurship activities, and informal organization. So maybe the NASCOM, I think they are providing it. And the formal institution means I told you IEC Bangalore, IIT Bombay, and IIT. All IITs are giving the much for the startups. The entrepreneur communities, I think those that developed entrepreneur, those that act as entrepreneur, both and neither these two. So how to create entrepreneur climate? I think this is the young generation, and many of the young generation have an innovative idea. Definitely, we can create an entrepreneur climate in our surroundings. 5 students or 6 students, if you have a join together, I think the colleges, they can conduct a My Idea contest. And if you if some of the students giving the good idea, that good idea is incorporated with the group of students and they join together, and then this idea can be converted into the business model later, and they can go for a startup. So this is what we can create. So the enterprises development, the assistance to the entrepreneur is support of the creation, growth, and survival of their business. So non-profit and that we discussed. Nurturing the entrepreneur, and other examples of how communities can. Other how to suppose a group of students start a business, the institution can help. The particular institution, if they help, and their community will help. So that is the incubation model. So a particular institution incubate a company, and they are giving the best solution for the nearby customers, the rural people, for the rural people. Then this project or this product will very useful for the rural customer. Then automatically it will grow, and the profit, they can make a little bit profit, higher. So here, other examples of the how communities, they purchase locally, they help create a new local business. So that's what each individual, the higher education institution should help the students community to create a business, develop the human resources, free up potential product spaces, initiate the local investment strategies, endowments. That means a fundraising, initiate the local investment means, so create a angel funding, mobilize the external resources, the institution can help. The challenges for sustainable and rural economic development is translating the model to place model and strategy. That means suppose the rural community, if you start a business, there are startup cells for the students, I think definitely it will be a little bit hard. It may be translating models to place-based strategies, implement strategy with the tangible benefits, and need to create a good jobs and so on. The shortcoming of enterprises development is also the tool-driven, not needs focus. That means work to one place and one time. So suppose a particular group of students is working for a particular domain problem, and they can develop their business model, and they can give a solution in the particular model area. Right, this and all we can come to. So successful entrepreneur communities, acceptance of the controversy, ability to depersonalized politics, surplus income to investment, willingness to take the risk, ability to define the community more broadly. And I think just to go through it. And I think I'll give some of the how the pharmacy student can enter into the startup business. Those for the startup, I do not know about the medical, the UGC, how they are giving a grant, but IEC, Indian Institute of Science, and IIT Madras are giving the startup funding, startup seed funding for our students. So I think pharmacy students can start a mobile app development business. So each individual, since we are in the digital era, I think definitely it is not sufficient you be the domain in a particular area. We should have some knowledge about the mobile application. So if you are identify the problem and create a mobile application for your problem with the technical people, and if you start a business, definitely that will be a good business for the people, and you can start a own business, own startup in your area. Start a consulting business, start a blogging business. I think you can create a blog for the the patients or anybody. They can use your blog, and seeing your blog, and they can give a comment on your blog. Start a transcription service business, start a supplement company, become an online fitness coach. So I think the fitness is the major problem is nowadays. I think for everybody, even the rural and as well as the cities. And definitely you can utilize the online resources by starting the fitness or other things. We can do it. Start a polyclinic business and start a home healthcare service business. Home healthcare is also very, very important nowadays. So many people they are very much very much eager to see this business center, I think so. In Chennai and Hyderabad and as well as the Bangalore, many healthcare centers, the home healthcare centers is taking place. I think you pharmacy students and other students, you can involve yourself to start a new business, new venture with your students and with your alumni, and the home healthcare using, I think we can create a little bit digital. We can create a website and you can register your company in the startup, and you can give a healthcare to the old age people and other things. Nursing also is possible. Start a fertility center, uh, center business, and start a pharmaceutical manufacturing business, and start a pharma, and start a talk show. I think through the YouTube or the Zoom or anything else, we can create a talk show also. When the business, it's also which has a good impact. Start a yoga tutoring business is also there. Start a patient care consulting business is now taking place much. I think here in Madurai, there is a startup. They're taking the healthcare about the pregnant ladies who lives in the villages and the remote places. Though they created a sensors and they built a sensors and they kept in that like a chains. They were wearing the chains, and their health, all the parameters have been monitored by using through sensor. I think these people, the startup, they are receiving it, and they are consulting with the doctors, and if there are require any emergencies and any parameters goes wrong, automatically they will send a message to the particular remote village people, and that doctor's team or they are assisting with this kind of things is taking place nowadays. Patient care consulting business, and start a healthcare related book sales business, that's okay. Start a 24 hours the medicine shop business. So through online, I think we can work it out. Start a pharmacy of coaching center business and start carrying out on business. And the medicine distribution business, I think I'll share the PPT here to ma'am, and you can just go through it. A lot of startups and a new innovative idea for all the students are available, not only the engineering students, and many construction people, any design people, and any pharmacy students, and all the young generation. You can enter to the business scenario, and this will be very, very helpful for you. I think this is this program is organized by the Institution Innovation Cell. I think Madam approached me in the beginning, the Institution Innovation Cell, starting of creating of Institution Innovation Cell. The prime theme of the Institution Innovation Cell is nothing but how to create the effective entrepreneurship cell in the department, in the college. How to have a rich entrepreneurship cell in the department. Then if you have entrepreneurship cell in the department, then you students, you can reach, you can go and ask them to do some work. And once if your idea is viable and is productable, you can go for patent. The Institution Innovation Council is there are a lot of innovation councils all over India. All colleges, higher education institutions having the Institution Innovation Council. The Institution Innovation Council, what they are doing out, they are creating an idea, and this idea is converted to the patent. So without patent, IPR, we cannot do our business. So once if you have an idea, then you can create a patent. So you can apply for a patent, or at least apply for the copyright and apply for a patent. Once if you got a patent, then you can join together and you can do some business, and you can start a startup and other things also. And here, this is the PP slides. Through IEC, I think we have an innovation ambassador program and impact lecture. Then lot of contests will be conducting out. 360-degree experiential learning program for potential students means the lot of innovation contest is organizing at IAC Institution Innovation Council. The students can join, and students can go through Institution Innovation Council and involve yourself for doing any project and other things. I think I'm closing out. Have any queries about Institution Innovation Cell or any doubt regarding this entire startup, how to create a business?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Vincent, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. I think you have any discussion over how the Institution Innovation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, is it audible? Is it
You
audible?
are audible, sir. Someone is asking about what is an incubator.
Yeah,
Someone
incubator.
is, someone posted a question in chat box.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Incubator is nothing but, so yeah, I think during the first year or second year, the youngsters, the young generation, the youth, they have a different kind of ideas. They may be focused about the entrepreneur. They want to start a business. So what you have to do, their idea is, we have to see the idea is viable or not. Is it productable or not? Is it doable or not? That we can check it out. So the incubator is nothing but giving the opportunities to students to work in the incubation cell. So in the incubation cell, the student can give their idea and they can create a prototype of the model. But in IIT Madras, they have a incubator with the huge amount funding is available. But in private engineering colleges or private colleges, we don't have fund, but we can try to enter into the sending our proposal to like a big institution, and we can try to grab for the funding. So each higher education institution should have a incubation cell. The primary work for the incubation cell is, the idea is converted into the prototype model. We can check the viability and we can analyze what we can do. Everything could be done in the incubation cell. Incubating means that means like a child, no, a small child, a growing child. The idea is coming here that we have to take care of the child and taking into the formation of the next level. We have to make into the next level formation. And the Institution Innovation Council, I think now they are conducting a Smart India Hackathon. You students, you please go through the problem there. Smart India Hackathon problem statement is available there. I think I have seen some of the pharmacy, the medical related problems are there in the industry. You go through the problem and identify and try to get it out. In PSNA CET, I am taking care about the Smart India Hackathon coordinator, and we conduct regularly the hackathons every year, and we identify the good students, and we support the student, and we discuss a student with a particular mentor, particular team. And the last 3 years, I think we won the prizes. We won some prizes from the Smart India Hackathon every year. 1 lakh rupees every year, the students are getting a prizes. Please provide which scheme provide the money for entrepreneur from the government. You can try with the MSME, and I think DPIT. There is a website. It's called a DPIT. Just search in Google it. DPIT. There you can go through the startup in the pharmacy. And there is a lot of the opportunities were available. Startup in pharmacy area. So if you search in this and your idea, they won't give funding only for like commercializing it or some ordinary shops or something else. Your idea should be innovative. Then only they will give funding. And in IIT Madras, they have incubation cell. They'll receive all the idea, and there is one more the IIT Madras professor, YNOS, YNOS, just Google it, YNOS. They are inviting all ideas. and there are many investors are available there. And if your idea is good, and if your idea is likely to be converted to the business model, they will fund it out. That's a name is called YNOS. That is a portal. You can upload your idea to the YNOS. And as well as the, if you go through the LinkedIn, there is a startup cells are available, government startup. So there also you can apply your idea. The idea means it should be viable, and it should have some project proposal, like the project proposal and so on. And it should be viable and useful for the government. Government means the people, what you call the society. Our business should be useful for our society. Then only the government will support. Please tell the pharmacy job in government and private sector. I think a lot of private sector, I think we are having out. And the pharmacy students, I think you can join together. And I think during the COVID and the Corona period, a lot of issues has happened. And many of them were not able to try to get the particular, like what you call, not only the components, the not equipments, the equipments and so on. So you can have a digital era, you can create some mobile application, and you can medical equipments, all the medical equipments, you can list it out where it is available. Like this, you can do it out. I think a lot of job opportunities in our private sector. I think the lot of opportunities are there available.
Yes, a lot of opportunities are there for pharmacy students.
Yes, sir.
So, thank you. And we also have this MSME business incubator approval, sir.
Very good.
Indian Pharmacy College.
Yes.
So recently, recently 6 months back only we got approval.
Yes,
but we are going for that one. So we are trying to apply some projects.
Yes, sir.
So I think I will definitely take your suggestions and advices.
Yes, sir.
Because I am the coordinator for MSME Business Incubator Center also.
Oh, sir. Yes, sir.
So I will try maximum to, and I will definitely try to be in touch with you if you are free, and I will take your advices and everything.
Sure, sir. And I think Indian Institute of Science, ISC Bangalore, they have a separate website. Indian Institute of Science, ISC Bangalore, they have a separate website. And if you can invite them to conduct some program there over there, sir, through MSME. And they have some lot of digital platform. They are giving some funding also for the students. If you have a new idea, we can submit from 6 lakhs rupees. I think they are giving you providing. That is called the ISA, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, MSME. They are having separate government fundings there.
Okay.
Last 2 years before, I think we got a funding from the EC department, other departments here. And I invited him.
Oh, good.
A professor, they came here and they given a 2 days lecture through MSME. And they demonstrated some of the product also to the students. How we can, the awareness, how to create a product. That means a prototype to the converted to the product. That also they have given. Some good model they demonstrated here.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now I request Srimati J. Srivijaya ma'am. Srivijaya ma'am. I think today we have a lot of internet issues, sir.
Awesome.
Srivijaya ma'am. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir, for giving a very elaborate lecture on the entrepreneurship skills for the students. Srivijaya ma'am, are you there? Thank you, sir, and we will be in touch with you, sir. Definitely, we need your help also for the upgradation of our.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So thank you for giving opportunity. And I think I discussed something which is the related, since the topic is given as entrepreneurship, but it's not since we are doing as a IEC activity, we should go with align with the topic and so on. And the startup and the young generation are doing well in this scenario. I wish you all the very best, all the students. You just go through the lot of opportunities were available, and all the very best students. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving opportunity. Sir, shall I leave the things, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Right.
I also thank your management for supporting you to deliver a good lecture. And
Yeah.
we thank our principal, sir, for organizing this kind of activities.
Yes.
Part of IIC. And of course, our Sri Vidya ma'am, who is also one of the coordinator, her support is extraordinary in this college. Thank you, Anat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.